Okay, make money online with Canva and ChatGPT. That's what I'm going to talk to you about right today. And even if you've never sold anything before, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to turn simple checklists, planners, plans like for DIY stuff, and even challenges into passive income streams. You don't need a big audience like on Instagram or anything like that, or fancy websites or any tech skills whatsoever. This is for beginners. It's just Canva, ChatGPT, and a weekend to get it done. So if you smash that like button, hit subscribe, comment, checklist, I'm going to get you a private link for everything you need, and you can dive in and get started. So just comment checklist, share this out, and let's dive in and see what we're talking about here. So let me tell you why this works. First of all, no one's going to tell you that you can do this with very few followers on your social media platform, because they want to consistently push it out there, think that you're not able to do this. And one thing to remember is that you don't need the knowledge to put these together. So you use ChatGPT, and ChatGPT 5 just came out recently. So you just need a passion. So you want to pick specific things that you're passionate about. And even if you don't know about that, you can put those together. So one thing that when I started digital products, I felt like I had to be an expert with everything that I was doing. And then I saw somebody selling a craft room decluttered checklist for $7, and they had thousands of comments on this. In other words, download, I want this, I need this. And I'm going to show you right now what this is all about. People aren't just buying information, they are buying simpler solutions like shortcuts. They want small wins. They want to save time. They don't want to go through. Yes, you can make it on ChatGPT, but they don't even want to do that. There's a lot of people out there like the baby boomers that need something that aren't even versed or don't even know what ChatGPT is. So we asked ChatGPT a question here. We said, how much money can I make per month on average using Canva and ChatGPT to make a simple digital download? And so here's what it came up with. It talks about checklists. It talks about templates. I'm going to go into specifics and show you proof that this actually works. And so the average I'm talking about seller can make $200 to $1,500 a month. Well, what does that pay for? Maybe a car payment, $1,500 a month, maybe a house payment. So, and that's selling 5 to 20 different products, spend a few hours per week. So that's like 20 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day on Pinterest, Instagram, Etsy, and SEO that. So get that out there. And I'm going to show you everything literally in detail. And again, if you comment checklist, you can get everything that a step-by-step guide of everything, a quick start guide, everything that you need to get this going. So many people dabble in the space, but it only takes time, research, keywords, and I'm going to show you how many searches are for these things. I did one this morning. It was 128 million searches on Google alone. So a consistent side hustler doing this as a side hustle, 30 to 50 listings. So that's not every month. That's just 30 to 50 listings total. So what would it take to do 30 or 50 listings? Not a lot of time. So you just build up. Remember, a few hours per week. So maybe you're doing 6 hours per week now, and you're doubling down on this. And so you might invest $100 to $300 in some Etsy ads or something like that. But you have products like printable wedding planners, teaching lessons. Maybe it's a teacher lesson plan template that breaks down. But check this out. If you do this full time, you can, if I can get scroll down here, you can make 8,000 to 25,000 plus. That's what ChatGPT is telling us. 100 plus listings, multiple niches, run email funnels, different things like that. And so you could really build this up as a big, big business. And I came up on this because I was using ChatGPT 5, and I'm like, well, let me ask it this question if it could do this for me. And I was blown away by what it gave me. Check this out. So I saw on Etsy that these planner boxes, actually it was on YouTube, that this guy's making tens of thousands of dollars. Actually, he was making like $2 million a year in selling different products like this. And he was selling the actual, this is a planner box. He was selling those boxes, and it's crazy what they go for. It takes, an hour to put it together, and he's selling them for maybe $300 to $600 for one of those. And I was just blown away because he builds them, he puts them together, and they're flat, so you can package them and ship them out very quickly. And I'm not telling you to build planner boxes, but check this out. I just asked basically ChatGPT to give me some plans, because I looked up these plans to build this, and it was like $12 to $15 for just the plan. But it gives you details, hardware and finish, tools that you need. And then you can download this whole guide, put it into Canva, into a really nice guide, like maybe a 1 or 2 page or even 3 page guide, and you can go out and sell this. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's on Etsy, and we're just looking at some quick guides, home management binder, and these binders aren't a physical binder, these are PDF downloads. So let's look at this particular one up here, 8,000 reviews. So we know that they sold a lot more than 8,000 plus of these, because of the fact that not all people, only about 30% of people leave a review. And so they were selling them for, well, let's go with the lower price, 40% off, $8. And just look at the calculation of this. So let's take the low number here, $8.39, and multiply that just by the reviews. That's only maybe 30% of what they sold. And we're looking at $71,000. So it's to get rich. It doesn't take, and to build wealth, it doesn't take an expensive coaching program. It doesn't take this selling millions of this or that or whatever to sell a lot and make a lot. So if you just remember, if you take a $40 item, or let's just round it up to $30, down to $30, and you sell 100 of those a month, you are making $3,000 a month. So that's selling one a day, and you're making $3,000 a month. So we're going to go through, but I want to show you on Amazon. I just typed in Amazon quick guide for organizing your home. And so first of all, 128 million searches using the word Amazon. If I pull that word Amazon out of there, it goes up into the billions of searches for a quick guide to organizing your home. I'm not telling you to put decluttering guides together, but if that's what you want to do, and maybe it's something that you're teaching yourself to do, like you can make a download for a declutter guide and have some before and after pictures on this. So if we go into here, these are all downloads. You can make these covers on Canva, I'm going to show you how. But look at this, free checklist, $4.99. So these are $5 a piece. So if you have multiple guides, you could take this single guide and make it into 10 different declutter guides and put it up on Amazon and sell the same guide with a little bit different twist on it. And maybe it's a declutter guide for a walk-in closet, declutter guide for your garage, declutter for your pantry, whatever it is. You can put spins on this, and then you could sell it and have, remember when we went to ChatGPT, it said, where is it now? Let me find this real quick for you. So it said to sell 5 to 20 different products. So you could have 5 or 20 different declutter guides, because you think about a house, your business, your closet, your even a declutter guide for a small house, declutter guide for a larger house, for your garage, your pantry, your kitchen, cabinets, whatever it is. And then not only that, I teach people how to make money online and do affiliate stuff. What if you linked your declutter guide and into affiliate links in there, because you can paste those links into your guide? So maybe it's a shelf that is easy to manage and it's on Amazon. Now you're not only making money with your digital download, but you're also making money on your Amazon affiliates. So do you see where I'm going with this? I'm going to walk you through everything, how to do this. And obviously I can't do it in the time frame because we're already into this video about 13 minutes. But I'm going to show you how this is so easy to do and how you can make money online doing this in the different channels that you can do it. So we'll look at Canva, we'll look at ChatGPT, how you marry these together and bring them together as one. So let's dive into this. Okay, first things first, make sure you have ChatGPT. It's free. There's a paid version. We pay for the paid version so we can lock in and connect our Canva to our ChatGPT, which is a really great feature, because then you can take a template from ChatGPT that you create and copy and paste it over to Canva. But you can do that anyways just by doing a copy and paste. We're going to walk through those steps, but it'll create the Canva template, and then you can just bring that link over, download that information, upload it into Canva, and just make it a few steps simpler for you. So, but here's where we start. So we look at a challenge basically like this, and here we ask ChatGPT. Now this can be for anything. It can be a 30-day declutter guide, a 7-day declutter guide. It can be for, like I told you before, for a pantry, for a garage, for everything. That's why I've got myself in front of a messy garage. Just that's not my garage. Personally, my garage is messier. I know you thought I was going to say my garage is cleaner, but no, it isn't. We just got done building a house, and so we built it ourselves. So I got tools everywhere right now. But so let's ask ChatGPT to help me outline a 7-day declutter challenge for beginners, and we're just going to say for the home and be specific. And you could even ask, a lot of people don't know how to use ChatGPT, so that's some of the questions that a lot of people ask. And let me just show you something. So this is one of our checklists. We've got all the software, including Canva, that we use for a lot of different things. So some of the software doesn't pertain to this, but the Instagram obviously does. But not only that, we have some FAQs, and the really cool thing is we have some powerful prompts here. And one of these is the ideal customer avatar prompt. So if you comment checklist, like I said before, you're going to get that for free. I don't charge for that checklist. I try to do so much for free to help you out. And it's just in my nature. I was a life flight paramedic for 15 plus years, almost 20 years. And so I like to help people and I love to teach. I used to teach the U.S. Navy corpsmen on field hospital training. So I've done a lot of things and I like to help people. And most of all, I like to help people get away from the corporation and working that job that you just dislike, that you hate waking up for every day. So let's ask ChatGPT this question and see what it comes up with. And so we can tell it after it comes up with everything that we have here, we can tell it to create a guide that we can copy and paste into Canva. But just looking at this, it's simple, it's easy. This could be a $7 guide. And I'm even going to ask ChatGPT, what can I sell this for as a competitive, in my spelling's price. I just slapped it in. You can misspell because ChatGPT knows. So I knew right away that this was I would sell it for $7. 7 to 9, simple checklist version. That's what they're going for out there. So look at these. You can bundle this and make it just a little bit bigger. Like I could literally tell it to pair it or as a part of a bundle, create a bundle package for this declutter guide. So maybe it's the 30-minute declutter quick guide. So you could upsell this as, like they say, pay for the upgrade. So once they do the $7 deal, you can upgrade it to, hey, for $17, you can get this complete bundle. So you see what I'm doing here. When a $7 item that you're selling $100 a month for is $700, and then you add in a bundle like that and add in an additional $10 for that bundle package, that just went up to $17, which is $1,700. You see where I'm going with this? So we can go in and copy and paste this. So basically, I would go over to Canva now. And if I have this connected, like I said, into my Canva, I can just go over to the column and click Canva and share this with Canva, and it will start doing everything for me. That's the cool thing about it. Remember, this guide that I have teaches everything about digital downloads. So it's your digital downloads in general. So it's how to market it, how to build them, how to do everything that you need to do step by step. So now we can go over to Canva. In Canva, they have Canva AI here. So when we go into Canva AI, we can describe what we want. So we want a cover, obviously, cover for 7-Day Beginner Home Declutter Guide. So we can use Canva AI. We could go into Canva and just look for book covers and just copy and paste. But let's just see what Canva, from the AI standpoint, is going to put together for us. It doesn't have to be super fancy to do this. So this is what it came up with. Here's what's next. I'm not impressed with, let's just ask it, make it a ebook cover and see if it does better, because I don't like some of the things like this. To me, is not appealing as a cover. But now something like this particular one here would be a good cover if it had like a before and after image of basically something that you're doing. So you could go into use Canva editor and edit this and put your context in there. But let's just go back into create, and I just want to put ebook cover home guide and just get that home feeling. Let's see. And create a design, ebook cover, and let's see if it will give us some ideas. This is going to be a blank cover where you could put in images from basically anything in here. But you can see that recently used, you can use a template that you like this particular one here. And then you can just change this text and put declutter guide. So, and let's just take out this word book here. And then drop in an image from whatever you want. You can go in and you could create an image with AI. So here's a particular thing called Magic Media that allows you to put in a couple of words, and then it'll create, let's give it a shot, and we'll call it declutter guide image, and just see if it gives us some images that we could actually use in this. And then we just drop that in there, basically this, and it did. It gave us some pretty cool guides here. So we could use this particular one, and if I didn't click it 100 times, but drop that in, and then just drop your name in here. And then look at how quick we did that, the ultimate declutter guide. And so, like I said, you could be specific, and we could tell Magic Media here to be specific to a, like this, be specific to a bedroom closet, and see if it comes up with something else that is specific to your niche. And then it does. And check this out. It gave us some. Now, these are images that you can use because these are AI generated. These are royalty free. Anybody could use this. So we could just bring this over and bring it over like that. And then bam, we have a declutter guide for a closet. Now, did you see where I'm going with this? I spoke about this earlier, is we can do a declutter guide for a closet, declutter for a pantry. I said this before. And this is what I call almost evergreen in a sense, because you're reusing the same system that you just built, and you're going to build it for multiple different things. You don't have to change the colors, but if you want it declutter guide, maybe it's a series. So you could sell it. Remember, we talked about bundles. You could sell it as a bundle, like the home bundle, and have the closets, pantry, garage, everything in one bundle, and sell it for $47. Now we're talking some big dollars, because you sell 10 of those, that's almost $500. You sell 100 of those, that's almost $5,000 a month. So understand that you can build this bigger and bigger and bigger, and you do not need a following. You just go over to Etsy or go into Amazon, start an Amazon store, start an Etsy store. You can post it on your social media because people are going to share it. And if you use specific hashtags, let's ask ChatGPT that question. So I just asked ChatGPT, how can I market this for free with very little money? Now, remember, you have to invest a little bit to make money. They always say you need money to make money. But how much money? It's no different than investing in something like stocks or bonds or whatever. You need the smaller amount that you spend, the bigger or the smaller amount that you're going to make. But if you spend big, you make big. But understand, you could start a little bit, but let's just see what ChatGPT 5 tells us in doing this. So they say leverage social media, which I talk about how to build a following and sell products in my guide. Like I said, comment checklist, we're going to get you everything that you need. So TikTok, it doesn't cost you money to post something like this. Hashtag the heck out of it. on Instagram, whatever you're doing, as they say, here's the hashtags. Declutter challenge. You can ask them for viral hashtags. Guys, I'm telling you, Pinterest is a lost fortune that people don't know about. Pinterest, I owned a marketing company for over 20 years, and I'm going to tell you that Pinterest marketing is enormous and a lot of opportunity, and you can create pins, and we show you that. Go into Facebook groups. It doesn't cost money. Offer free versions as a teaser. So you could offer like day one of that as a teaser, so that people are going to pay $7 if they don't have to put it together themselves. And if you can upsell that during that process, they're already in there. They already put their credit card in to check a checkbox to bump that sale up is no big deal. Collaborate with influencers. Yes, you can do that, but you've got to have some people that you know to do that and make money. The other thing is doing YouTubes, getting it out there, pushing it out. YouTube advertising, super, super cheap. So repurpose the content everywhere you go. You can do these Instagram posts, TikTok, Reels, whatever, and just repurpose it over and over and over. If you look at the successful challenges, they repost the same thing over and over with a little bit different twist or different image as they go in there. So you can see where this is an incredible way to make money online and using Canva and ChatGPT. So drop a comment below. What digital product ideas are you thinking about making? I'm not going to take them from you. There's so many different ones out there. And just go into Etsy, start researching that. But obviously, if you comment checklist, I'm going to get you literally everything you need, including that checklist I showed you with the powerful prompt. And then we have a full guide in there, step by step. You get a quick start guide. You get this 80-page plan where you could start building this business by this weekend and take a couple days, put this together, and start posting. Remember, we went through, it just takes a list of 3 to 5 skills, experiences, problems that need to be solved. Ask ChatGPT what the number one problem of a homeowner is in trying to resolve in their life. And then put some guides together. Maybe it's for kids, like a potty training guide, or you wouldn't believe that was the number one thing that sold in digital downloads last year. So choose one that's easy to explain, turns into steps, and then remember, use ChatGPT to brainstorm, outline, ask it questions. And then the valuable thing, step 3, is to really go into Google and look up Amazon guides, look up home organizer guides on Etsy, plans, whatever it is. Look and see what's selling, what's got the highest number of reviews, because the higher number of reviews means the higher number of sales. You're going to go into Canva, create it with the template, and then you're going to list it for sale. And that might be on Etsy. And all you do is create and repeat, create and repeat, create and repeat. So again, checklist, comment checklist, make any comment whatsoever, and just drop a comment. I need this, or whatever it is, and I will get you this checklist in a private URL so you can get started today.